over the other chart. But as far as gear wise and speed, yeah, you want to sort of dim it down a bit, especially on days like today.
Yeah, this has been a weird month for me. Just in all my accounts. I'm trading in a combine right now. This is just a sim account. Um, my
Yeah,
express
me too.
fundings, I put the brakes on those until the new year.
What size combine?
So this is a 100K
Hmm?
combine. You know,
Okay.
I've got a couple other XFAs, a 50K and a 150K. But like I said, those are on pause for now.
All right. That's good stuff. Multiple accounts, so forth. Now, let me ask you about you know some of the things here getting you up to par with trading. Now, how did you get involved in your career here in trading?
Oh, I got the bug like everybody else. I made $10 on an options call. Thought I was going to get rich, so that's really what gave me the bug. I think options was my first go at it, and with the limitations in place by the pattern day trade rule and those kinds of things, that's what kind of led me over to futures. So now that I'm with Top Step, I really haven't looked back ever since. I'm a futures trader now.
Where was that turn where you said, you know what, options are cool, but you know what, I'm gonna try futures? What
It was
led you to futures?
Yeah, it's really the accessibility. I think Top Step just offered a great program at the time, and I wasn't working for Top Step. I was just trading with them. But the accessibility is what really led me to Top Step. I don't have a whole lot of money to put up for an account, especially as a new trader, because right now with the way the economy is, I'm not trying to just throw away money gambling. While I learn, I've been
Right.
trading for about 5, 6 years, so
Okay.
I've got some experience under my belt now, and I think Top Step's the best way to go about it. The downside's really capped with the trading combines. So, I mean, to get in a 150K account potentially, if you pass the evaluation for $149, that's just you can't beat that.
Right. Now let me ask you, what different size trading combines have you gone through?
So I started out with a 50 because it was most attainable, price wise. So, and what I found was that, at the time I was working at a different job. I had a really good salary, and in the 50K account, I felt unsatisfied a little bit. I don't know, maybe
Why is that?
it's just my personality, but those $200-300 wins, they just weren't really doing it for me.
Okay.
I wasn't happy locking in those profits is really what it was, and it hurt me in the long run. So once I got in the 150K account, I felt more comfortable putting on minis, um, and I saw the type of gains that I was really kind of wanting from the market, I guess. So I feel like the 150K fit my personality a little bit better, my trading psychology, if it were. Um, and I actually prefer trading that. I really like trading minis, but in the 50K, excuse me, I really stick to micros.
Okay. That's one thing I really haven't traded, but I've always gave it as another option. If your back's against the wall, if you're having a bad week, and you want to sort of try to get yourself back with some traction moving forward, you go to the micros. Obviously, it's not as much. I mean, for somebody like me to trade micros, it might be a little uncomfortable. I've been working on my patience for the last, I'm going to say, about 3 weeks. I'm going to say I'm about maybe 70% happy with how I've performed. But if I do something like that, I think I'd blow patience right out the door. Looking for the bigger, and I'm not a big trader, but trading micros and making $300-400, that's a long day.
Yeah. Well, it's all a journey because, I mean, you see now I'm working with these levels. I've really learned to kind of trade inside those, and it helps me kind of gauge when it's probably a good time to lock in those profits. Where I might see some resistance, and it just keeps that at the forefront of my mind, having those levels plotted on my chart versus looking at some random high from a higher time frame and hoping and praying that I'm gonna get to it.
Right. Well, you said you were trading the Nasdaq. It wasn't where you wanted it to be. You trade the S&Ps.
I really love the Nasdaq. I think the Nasdaq suits my personality. I've just been getting beat up by it lately. So.
Well, there you go.
You did it.
Well, here's the thing. I like to tell. I like to share my experience with. We're here to trade. We're not here to fight. And usually I'm very good at it if I can recognize that I am not trading and I'm just fighting the market, hoping and wishing that I back off. And it's best to shut it down, look forward to the next day, get yourself ready for the next trade session. Because, we want to be traders, we don't want to be warriors. And I think that's the biggest stressful thing you can do is stick around and fight a market all day.
Yeah, definitely. It's the worst feeling at the end of the day too, when you've just gone round for round with the market and you're barely profitable, or you're trying to get back to even. Those are my least favorite days.
Traditional Buck says, that is me today, Eddie. Market knocked me. Knocked me to, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, now here's the thing now. How bad did it knock you the F out? Are you done for the day? Maybe try micros, okay? Maybe you're not done for the day. See if you can maybe sort of chip away and get some of that back. But I mean, that's up to you. That's up to you, for sure. Let's see here.
I'm gonna hop in these shorts here on this combine.
Okay.
Kind of come back up to this level and retest it. I think that's a good short.
All right. What level is that?
That's a 09s on the ES.
Okay. Short 09s on the ES.
808.50 is what I've got as my sell limit.
Oh, you got short there. Okay. It's already trading those 7 quarters.
Oh, I'm not filled yet. If we come back up to 808.50, then that's what's going to fill.
Okay. All right. So take his position there. You're short at 8. Okay. I'm looking at, I was going back and forth, S&P, NASDAQ, and pretty much, like I said, they almost look like the same charts.
Yeah, they really do. You look for those divergences. I think that's what you were getting at earlier. If you have both of them up on your screen, you can kind of see where one's weakening and the other one's showing strength. And kind of let that determine your bias a little bit.
I think I'm going to get short here in gold. I'm going to get short one in the market. I'm just going to... Oh, no, don't want to do that. We want to sell one. I'm going to sell one here and see what happens.
I got filled on mine, so we're going to let it roll. See what happens here.
All right. Risking 200 to make 200. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to leave it as it is. We'll leave it simmer here and see what happens either way. I can afford it today. Had a nice day. Put up some nice money here. More than I usually do. So I think I can afford a $200 tradertainment trade. And are you not entertained? I surely hope that you are. There you go. I think that's Shaq. That sound like Shaq.
Is that who? Is that the voice? Yeah, that sounds like Shaq.
Yeah, I love that guy. He is a class act.
You know he's a DJ?
I think so.
I can't remember what his DJ name is, but I saw that the other day. He does EDM festivals and all that.
He was in, if you got Netflix, Hubie Halloween as a DJ.
Yeah, I did watch that movie. I don't remember seeing him in that though. I'll have to watch it again.
Really? Yeah, he was a DJ with the lady's voice. It was like you're listening to the broadcast. It's very soft-spoken, sweet voice, and then he goes into the radio station that happens to be Shaq. Hopefully I didn't blow anything, but
no, that sounds funny. Like big guy called Smalls.
Yeah. System revolution. Systems revolution. Eddie, have you passed the combine yet? Last week I was very close, and I decided to trade on a Friday afternoon, and I blew it. But I have passed the combines before, yes. This one today, I think it's going to put me very close to maybe about $700-800 passing. I'm doing the 50K. I'm doing the 50K. I'm very happy with just putting up a couple hundred a day. Like I said, working on my patience. And see, that's the thing is sure, we want to make money here. We want to pay ourselves out. But, are you challenging yourself throughout the day? Or are you just sort of keeping your fingers crossed that the market goes your way? That's one thing you got to do. Make yourself better is challenge yourself. Even if it's on a practice account, okay? It helps. It definitely helps. Let's see what we got here right now. So I'm down $1,000. I'm down $50. We'll see where that goes. But for those that are in a position, let's see where you guys are. You guys in a position right now? We also do have some questions going on. Ask Hogue Anything. That's coming up here very shortly. So let's keep that questionnaire. If you've got questions for Johnny, the last day of the week. So we've got that link in there, question forms, and then we're going to have Back to the Futures with Mick. We also have a form for Mick's questions. If you've got any questions for our risk manager, yeah, the guy with the mustache, Mick, he will be available. I heard. Did I just hear my good friend and fellow brother?
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm Johnny. All right.
Oh. What's happening?
That's all right. Well, I'm gonna let my furry friends out. My pets, okay. And I'll be back in just a little bit. But Johnny, let's see. The question's yours. I went up to what led you to pursue this career in trading. So
all right.
After that, all yours. But
all right, thank you.
I will be right back.
Awesome. Tyler, you're currently short and looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's moving towards my level down here below, so that's kind of where my target's at. Just kind of want to see what happens. I don't have any set profit targets right now, but I do have a break-even stop. So
okay, so you've moved your stop to break even. What kind of target are you kind of thinking of?
These 802 levels right here. That's just a level that I plotted based on the 5-minute or the 1 hour. I was going back through earlier and trying to get some good levels going. So I'm just trading between those, and I'm up 290, or I was up 290 before this position. So I'm just trying to minimize my risk right now and build off of that.
Got it. And I like that target, kind of where the market kind of juiced to the upside here at 730, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I like the shorts. I don't know, me personally, I think if we break above these highs, I think we're prone for a breakout, or I'm sorry, a fake out on the breakout. So
okay.
I kind of like the shorts a little more, but I am cautious of the upside. So
yeah,
definitely want to take break even stops on these trades.
Yeah, the way the equities have been lately, you really have to be cautious with shorts, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Except for Wednesday, of course, but when things settle down after something like that, these equities they're so resilient.
Yeah, Julian was asking where I get my levels from. Really, it's just key levels. If I zoom out here to the 1 hour, what I like to do is lean on those higher time frames. And then you can see, as we look at price, what I like to do is get as many touches on these levels as I can. So we had a touch here, a touch here, a touch here, a touch here.
Mm-hmm.
So we've really been reacting at this level in particular that we're looking at here. And that's really what I'm doing when I'm plotting these levels. I'm trying to find the areas where price reacted the most from, and then I'm trading between those. So, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of my trading when I do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried so many different strategies, and the strategy that you're on now may not be the strategy that works for you later. So with me, I'm trying to pivot and find something that's a little more simple. I want to keep it simple as much as possible,
Right.
and take a lot of that mental, or preserve a lot of that mental capital, I should say.
So if price does take you down to that 4802 level, is that a solid exit, or you're going to watch the market and see how it responds around that level?
I think if we get to that level, I'm happy taking profits. And on that, I'll go ahead and put a take profit order here, because we've got this big gap here on the 1 hour that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Eric loves his fair value gaps, and I'm the same in a lot of ways. If we come down here, this is a lot of buying pressure. So, and you can see how we came from this level here up to this level above.
Right.
We really didn't make any pit stops along the way. We just drove right through it.
Right. That's the 7 o'clock bar, right? If this is an hourly.
Yeah. So if we come back down there, that's going to be a prudent area, I'd say, to take profits.
All right. Well, let's see how that plays out over time here. I noticed you don't look at the dome. You're trading on the chart.
Yeah. I really don't look at the dome. I never have. It's just been my trading journey specifically, I guess, that hasn't led me there. I've always been a technical guy. I like to look at the charts and the candlestick, the order flow that way.
Okay.
And it's, I don't have to pay the extra market data fees for it, so I prefer it that way.
Okay, I get it. Have you ever kind of focused on order flow? Have you looked at, obviously the dome doesn't seem to speak to you, but any other tools like Bookmap or Market Vista, anything like that?
I think if I was willing to pay the upfront cost for Bookmap, that would intrigue me. But I think that if you get good enough at recognizing liquidity on your chart, then Bookmap becomes a little redundant. And you can get the free streams on YouTube. So
right.
If I'm looking at things zoomed out enough, then that YouTube stream is going to serve me pretty well without me having to front the subscription costs. So
sure.
But yeah, I know you use TPO charts, and that's something that I've tried to get into. I definitely like the volume profile.
Mm-hmm.
With me lately, it's just been with my psychology. I'm trying not to add on so much. We always stay learning as traders, and that's always something that I like to come back to and brush up on along the way is volume profile.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do TPO charts as much. I know you're a big fan of those, and they just go right over my head a lot of times. It's just a lot of cluttered information from me.
I get it. You found something that is working for you most of the time. That's what you stick with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a nice trade on here, so that's good. We got a little bit of a range extension below the initial balance, of course.
If you enjoy videos like this, give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. We turn points to commas.